welcome to my channel. This is my official first long form video and we haven't actually formally met. So my name is Chelsea. I'm the creator behind Grounded and Neutral. This is Bo, my mom's dog. I'm just watching him for the weekend, but I am getting a new puppy very soon, so stay tuned for that. I'm so excited. So it's been about a month since I've got my floors redone and I'm absolutely loving them. This building, which is in Miami, I'm in Miami, Florida, was built in 2007. So the floors were original from 2007. They were travertine tile. And when I first moved in, I had them polished and I tried to fill in some of the cracks just to revive them a little bit. But I always knew that I wanted to update them eventually. And that was back in 2020 when I moved in. So they've definitely just gotten more wear, more cracks and everything since then. I hesitated for a while about getting them done just because since it is travertine tile, I've read that ripping those up is such a disaster, such a dusty mess that it's pretty much impossible to live there while you're doing it. I would have had to move out completely and my job is based out of this home, so I just wasn't sure how I would go about that. So aside from the financial aspect of waiting for the right time, there was also that held me back. Little did I know it was possible to just lay the new floors right on top of the tile, which I was so relieved and excited to find out about because that means so much less of a mess, a much quicker process than I'd ever anticipated. So all we really had to do was remove the travertine baseboard and update those, and then the new floor could just lay right on top of the travertine tile. Before I get into the flooring details, someone asked if there's any setbacks or cons to laying the flooring on top of the tile. And the only negative that I can really think of is that it raises your floors a little bit. So you might have to cut existing doors you have to make it fit. Or if you have rugs, the area rugs might not fit under doors the same way. So you'll just have to take that into consideration, but those are easy tweaks that you can fix. For me in a condo, it actually just added soundproofing. We didn't have to add additional soundproofing underneath the new floors because the existing floors were the soundproofing, which is great. I worked with Florette, who generously gifted me all of the flooring. I chose their Nikon signature, which is inspired by the sandy shorelines of the California coast. It's a beachy blonde vinyl floor that has the perfect amount of variation to add a touch of character in every room. There was another similar option that had no variation. It was just a very consistent floor, which was very beautiful, but I ended up wanting the little bits of variation, a little bit of knots in the floor. It's a very warm, earthy, neutral flooring that I chose. The Nikon that I chose does come in different plank dimensions, but the ones that I chose were 9 inches by 72 inches per plank. The planks are 40 mil with an enhanced bevel. I'm not going to pretend I know exactly what that means, but I do know that the installers I hired were very excited about those specs, so I know that it's a very good thing. The installers are here in Miami, but I believe they do travel. Their company is called Worldwide Floors Corp, and their information will be in the description if you're interested. The installers were so helpful and accommodating. I was really nervous about getting the floors delivered here when it was just me because they only did curbside delivery, but the installers actually accepted the delivery on my behalf at their home, and then they brought the floors here and brought them all upstairs a few days before the installation began, which was so convenient and helpful. Each day I would help clear some of the spaces in the morning, and then I would pretty much get out of their way. With the exception of the first day, I tried to make a little office in my bedroom with all of the stuff because the way they did it was they would move things around, they would go section by section. And so the first day my bedroom was just filled with everything and I tried to make a little office thinking that I could work from home. I quickly realized not only with the loud noise, not only was it the loud salsa music, but I was like, okay, I'm better off just out of the way, especially because with my perfectionism, being here and kind of seeing what they're doing, it's almost like a trust the process situation. It's really hard to be in your home when construction is happening because you're kind of but it all works out great in the end. They started on the left side of my unit, which took about 2 days. It would have been a little bit faster, but I insisted they also do the washer dryer closet just because I wanted everything to be perfect and consistent. And then something happened with the pipe when they removed the washer dryer, so that set us back a little bit, but it really wasn't a big deal. So by the time the weekend rolled around, they were pretty much done with all of the living room, the kitchen, the entryway, and the left side of my apartment, which is my office, second bathroom, and a lot of my closets. And they just had to finish the baseboards and the closet doors the following week. Throughout the process, I was able to reset up a couple of the areas, which was really exciting. Like I was able to reset up my office over the weekend. And then after the weekend, once they got into my bedroom, they pretty much finished my bedroom in one day. And then I was able to start putting my bedroom back together. There was one little hiccup with my bathroom and the bidet that is something to keep in mind, that once they raised the floors, the pipe of the bidet couldn't reach anymore. So they were just able to continue the floors, and then I called a plumber after they were complete to come and fix that. I also updated my closet doors, which was honestly like a cherry on top of this entire process. I chose a shaker style MDF bifold door and bedroom doors. I also updated all of the hardware, and I painted the doors the color Bungalow Beige by Sherwin-Williams and added molding around the door, which really elevated the look. I think you can see behind me, I updated the hardware, and actually on my closet doors, I did this cool thing where instead of just putting one knob per bifold door, I put two. So it looks like it opens like that instead of like this. And I feel like that sort of elevates the look of a bifold door because they don't look like bifold doors anymore, which is honestly one of my favorite things that I did to the closet doors. Overall, I am so excited and so thrilled about the transformation and this update. It completely transformed my space. It's something that I have been wanting to do since 2020. And it just goes to show that home really does take time, and to not let changes you want to make hold you back from enjoying your space, because clearly I've enjoyed this space thoroughly from then until now, and now it's just a new chapter, and I'm so excited to share more content with you in this new space. If you're thinking about updating your flooring, you can visit the link in my bio and you can get 50% off flooring sample kits to help you choose the right floor color for you. Thank you for watching, and I will see you again soon.